चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा माय ददाति पदां वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं सागरदातं सागरनाथानुतं जीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेव श्री राधा कृष्ण पादा सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखांश हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगत्पते गोपेष्ठा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्ते सप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नारायण नमस्कृतं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्राय सुभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतस्य भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिभवतरे कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna, welcome to the morning Bhagavatam class. Today we'll be reciting first canto, chapter 16, sloka number 23. So how Parishit received the age of Kali. So let's follow the same thing. Yatva ambe te puri barvatara kritavartasya harer dhartrishti antaritasya smriti vishrasta कर्माणि निर्वाण विलंबितानि यद्वां यदा अम्बा
यथाम्बा
ते भूरि
ते भूरि
पर्वतारा
पर्वतारा
कृतवर्तस्य
कृतवर्तस्य
हरेर्
हरे
धरत्रीति
धरत्रि
अंतराष्ट्रीय
अन्तरस्य
स्मृति
स्मृति
विश्रास्ता
विश्वास्ता
कर्मा निर्वाण विलंबतानि यद्वा
यद्वा
अम्बेति
अम्बेति
भूरि
भूरि
पर्वतारा
पर्वतारा
कृतवर्तस्य
कृतवर्तस्य
हरेर्
हरे
धरत्रीति
धरत्रि
अंतराष्ट्रीय
अन्तरस्य
स्मृति
स्मृति
विश्राता
विश्राता
कर्मा निर्वाण विलंबतानि word by word meaning. Yadva, that may be. Amba, O mother. Te, your. Buri, heavy. Bara, load. Avatara, decreasing the load. Krita, done. Avartarashya, one who incarnated. Hare, the of Lord of Sri Krishna. Dhratri, O earth. Antarashtriya, of him who is now out of sight. Smriti, while thinking of. Vishrata, all that were performed. Karmani, activities. Nirvana, salvation. Vilambitani, that which entailed. Translation and purport by His Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. The translation. O Mother Earth, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari incarnated himself as a Lord Sri Krishna just to unload your heavy burden. All his activities here are transcendental and they can cement the path of liberation. You are now bereft of his presence. You are probably now thinking of those activities and feeling sorry in their absence. Perfect. The activities of the Lord include liberation, but they are more releasable than pleasure derived from nirvana or liberation. According to Srila Jiva Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura, the word used here is nirvana vilambatani, that which minimizes the value of liberation. To attain the nirvana, liberation, one has to undergo a severe type of tapasya, austerities, but the Lord is so merciful that He incarnates to diminish the burden of the earth. Simply by remembering such activities, one can defy the pleasure derived from the nirvana and reach the transcendental abode of the Lord to associate with Him, eternally engaged in His blissful loving service. Hare Krishna. So actually the scene is Kali, King Kali, then Dharma is the form of a bull and Mother Earth form of a cow. So when Kali chopped off the 3 legs of the bull roams around in the forest and it meets the cow in the forest. And by seeing the cow, it is started asking questions. So the question starts from chapter 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 5 chapters, the bull is asking the question, different type of questions, seeing the sorrowness of the thing, asking question, why are you so sad? And move forward, cow will start giving the answer to that. So let us capture the type of question it is asked. It's very important how to ask the type of questions also. So we just picked up only the translation, chapter 19. Dharma in the form of bull asked, Madam, are you not hale and hearty? Why are you so covered with the shadow of grief in appearance by your face that you have become black? Are you suffering from some internal disease, or are you thinking of some relative who is away in a distant place? Second, I have lost my 3 legs and I am now standing on one only. Are you lamenting for my state of existence, or are you in a great anxiety because henceforth the unlawful meat eaters will exploit you, or are you in sorry plight because of the demigods are now bereft of their share of sacrificial offerings because no sacrifices are being performed at present, or are you grifting for living beings because of their sufferings due to famine and drought? Third question, it is, are you feeling compu- com- compu- compulsion for the unhappy women and children who are left forlorn by unscrupulous persons, or are you unhappy because of the goddesses of learning is being handled by the brahmanas addicted to the act against the principle of religion, or are you sorry to see that brahmanas have taken shelter of administrative families that do not respect brahminical culture? And next is, the so-called administrators are now bewildered by the influence of this age of Kali. Thus, they have pull all state affairs into disorder. Are you now lamenting this disorder? Now the general populace does not follow the rules and regulations for eating, sleeping, drinking, meeting, etc. And they are inclined to perform such anywhere and everywhere. Are you unhappy because of this? The last question is, O Mother Earth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari incarnated himself as the Lord Krishna just to unload your heavy burden. All his activities are transcendental and they cement the path of liberation, and you are now bereft of his presence. You are probably now thinking of those activities, feeling sorry in their absence. If you see all the questions, the last thing is more he is giving a solution to the worries. Not a solution, you can say more or less is counseling. Sometimes if a kid is crying, you can say, okay, beta, don't cry, I'll give you some chocolate. So it is kind of diverting and counseling. So he said that two things. One is the cement to the path of liberation. That means there is a hope, the strong hope that you will get liberated. Okay, and also he said that whenever you are depressed, oh Mother, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he incarnated himself as Lord Krishna and just to unload. So he will take away your worries, burdens. So he is giving the assurance. So these are the more of counseling the cow, because when the cow is so sorrow, bereft, so that is the time it needs some moral support, you can say in that way. So this is very beautiful sloka, and Prabhupada is very clear cut giving the explanation of that. Very easy to understand also. Very nice to hear about that. So here is what is happening is whenever Mother Earth is in burden, Krishna incarnates and he comes. So to relieve the burden, and Krishna comes to Dwapar Yuga and he killed the demons. Okay, and also in Kali Yuga he comes in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to, because he is not killing the people because they are already dead. So all he does is remove the demonic from the minds of the people. So this is the background of it, and here we discussing about the bull. The bull is having 3 legs, okay, and it is roaming in the forest and meeting it. So two topics we will be discussing. One is Bhuri Barvatara, that is very nice point, and the other one is he is talking about Nirvana Vilampitani. So these two topics we will be understanding, trying to understand it. Bhuri Barvatara, reduce the burden is from sinful activity. Reduce the burden, Bhuri Barvatara. So how the burden is that earth already having so many mountains, sea, so many things are there. Is it heavy for that? No, it is not at all heavy. That what exactly she is talking about the burden is the burden because of the asuras. Okay, the kings are having papa karmas and brahmanas and sinful Yeah, sinful activities, all the things is the real burden for her. So for that, what she does is in the Srila Prabhupada says in the 10th canto, earth is overloaded, burden, she reached to the Brahma. So Brahma, then she's crying. So generally ladies cry means to why she says she's to get a sympathy from husband, parents. So similarly here also the mother earth goes and cries in front of the Brahma so that she gets a sympathy from Brahma. So Brahma, what he does is he takes him to Milky Ocean where uh, he will go to Vishnu and he will recite the Purusha Sukti sloka, the which will attract the Vishnu and he will come and give a solution to that. So this is the background about that. So Milky Ocean is a residence for Vishnu. He is there. It is even the Brahma want to meet also. It is not that easy to go and see him. So he has to request the Vishnu to come. So he will recite the slokas and all. So even there are, if you say that when all the time where earth is protected is in the seventh canto, it says, sorry, not in seventh canto, there are two Varaha appearances happening. One is the first Manu is the Sweta Varaha, the other one comes in the seventh Manu where the Ratha Varaha. So the Sweta Varaha where that Hiranyakashipu puts that earth into the under the ocean, so he goes and liberates. So this is how whenever Mother Earth is in trouble, so Varaha Dev comes and helps them. So these are the things we have to and put them into orbit. So that is happening. The cement is that also very nice. So liberation is a very tough one. Okay, it is guaranteed that we will get liberated. But there are three types of liberations are there. First we have to understand. That is what the Nirvana Vilambhatani. So that means Nirvana means liberation. Liberation means there are three types. One is just a burden. Okay, I have some materialistic problem. Okay, I get some solution. That is one type of liberation. Okay, I come out of the pain. I come out of the financial issue. Come out of the family problem. So you get them feel. Okay, that is temporary. And second time is impersonalities also merging with Brahman. So that is also liberation. They meditate, okay, I have to go merge with the Lord. Impersonality, they will, that's only motto for them. So they say that I'll get out of this, so I'll go to Brahman Loka, I'm free. So no more trouble for this, also temporary one. Then what exactly liberation we are looking for that? That is the take the shelter of the Krishna and engage in a devotion service. That is the best solution. That is a permanent solution for us. So this we have to understand on that. Also, the liberation is a secondary result of practicing of bhakti. So bhakti we get the Lord's love of God. That is a primary one. Secondary one is liberation. So we should not anchor for liberation. So if you are people, why? So even the people, the bhakti practitioners, they are not interested in the Purusha avatars. They are not interested in the principle of dharma like dharma, artha, kama, moksha. They are bhakti practitioners. They are not very. These are very low level of thinking. Okay, low level of results oriented. They are not interested in that. So activity performing by Lord is more realizable and pleasure giving from the liberation. So if you say that bhakti is more weighted than the liberation, okay. Nectar of devotion where the Rupa Goswami says about the pure devotional service, he gives that the pleasure derived from the liberation is so very insignificant. What we get the enjoyment from the liberation so significant compared to the pure devotional service. It is like a drop of water comparing with the ocean of ocean. So when you do that pure devotional service, that is ocean comparing it. Liberation is a drop of water. So don't anchor for the liberation. Okay, I have to get out of it. So devotees practicing devotional service not at all interested in liberation. If you say that generally say that, okay, I have to go to Surgaloka. General outside the devotee, they pick up that, okay, if I go to Surgaloka, I can enjoy. But devotees is not at all interested. They are more happy to serve the eternally to the Lord. To attain, even to attain a liberation, severe penance to be carried out. It is not that easy, okay, just like that I will get out of it. No, you have to do tapasya, so many ashtanga yoga, so many things to get liberated. So if you do that pranayama, they so many things they will do, some 8 stage they have to do that. It's all that, not that easy one. And ultimately if you ask them why are you doing so much, they say that to get liberated. Okay. So if you say that's what is out of this thing, they don't have knowledge to understand it. So Krishna comes again and again to so merciful the Lord that incarnate to diminish the burden of that. Okay, simply by remembering, just remembering the such activity of Lord, one can define the pleasure derived from the liberation, reaches the transcendental abode of Lord to associate with Him and eternally engage the blissful service. That's what the Lord will say that. Simply by remembering, then purport Prabhupada clearly says, simply by remembering, you don't have to do if you remember the past time itself sufficient, he is saying. Simply by remembering such activities, one can define the pleasure derived from the nirvana and reaches the transcendental abode of simply will go to the Lord place only and associate with Him and eternally engage in His blissful service. Such a thing is there. So Lord is so merciful, He is giving opportunity for us. So that we have to best utilize it. So second canto, 10th chapter, 6th sloka, it says about that. We are the internal servant of the Lord. So first we have to understand. So what we are? We are the internal servant of the Lord, and we accept or not, whether we accepting the concept. So if you say that newcomer say that you are servant of Lord, they will not agree. So devotee only say that because they have realized it, and we are the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. That also we understand. So that is the what you call that our guna, the position of our soul. Okay. So Swarupa of the soul is servant of the Lord. That we understand that. If you forget about that, then the trouble is there always. So we are benefited by loving service of Krishna, then we enjoy that one. So even the liberation, there are different kind of liberation we can understand also. The liberation from the material bondage when we are in a mother womb. So when we are in the mother's womb, we will say that, oh Krishna, please liberate me, I will come and do service. So the soul praying in the womb of the mother, because my Shiksha Guru was first describing the house baby inside the womb. We will think that it is not happy. Whatever mother is a chili bhaji or what, that is really painful for that. Say, oh, my son is very enjoying it. Okay. So, and also it says that it is like a baby, a person put it in a sack of bag, put it in the gutter, how the worms are biting. Same way the womb is not a paradise. It is all the worms are biting that, and the baby is crawling and trying to escape. It is helplessly crying to Krishna. So we have to understand that how much suffering is going on inside that mother's womb. So the soul is praying to Krishna, please relieve me. I will come. I will not. Don't want to take again in this birth. I will do eternally service you or not. So that is one kind of liberation. It is praying. And second thing is, when it comes out, what happens? All the three modes of material nature all attack. Okay, Maya, they give the hot, sweet, sugar water. Then the baby says, oh, very tasty. That's all it is. It is captured by the Maya. Three modes of nature, it is dominate, and when you are free from the three mode of clutches, then that is what kind of liberation happens. Okay, so that is second kind. The third kind is free from the reality of material world. So usually the sadhus, okay, they understand the reality. Okay, nothing is permanent, all are temporary. We are the problems are exist. That's what Asashvatam, Dukkalayam Asashvatam. This is what the material world. So, liberated soul, material liberation is the person who understands, yes, this is always troublesome, it's nothing is permanent. So, that is one kind of liberty. The third one is, the fourth one is the getting out of the clutches of the settled body. What is settled body? Our mind, intelligence, false ego. So this also plays a role. So people understand that mind is a worst enemy when it serves the senses. Mind is a best friend when you serve to the Krishna. So when you serve the Krishna, this is one kind of liberation. When you serve the Krishna, you will material clutches of subtle body, you will come out of that. So, and also it will also once you are free from the lusty, okay, mind goes to desire is also liberation. So a lusty desire, if you come out of that, it's also you get liberated. So repeated birth will stop when you come out of the lusty desire. So yesterday, Padakishna Babu also giving definition. Lusty is not only sex. Anything you get attached to that, and you want to. What you call you want, yeah, enjoy, and you want to you are the master of that, okay, which is not yours, okay, owning that, okay, that is the thing. So it can be money, it can be anything, you can categorize this, that is also repeated birth due to the lusty desire, he says it. So if you come out of that, that's also liberation, okay. Liberation means giving up the false consciousness. So, and receiving our original service to the Lord. So, we false consciousness is the same like you are. I am this body. Okay, I am Murari Bhakta. Thinking of identifying ourselves to the body, to the soul, and that is where is the false consciousness is grasping. So our original is the servant of the thing. So serving Krishna, surrender to Krishna, that is the liberation. So these are the varieties of liberation we can understand. So that no. So Prabhupada is in this quote, he said that this is a path, cement path to the liberation. So these are the ways where we can get out of the clutches. Okay. So we have to understand deeply about the liberation, so that no, we know that. But ultimate is more than liberation. What is the bhakti? So loving service to Krishna. So that is, it is like a zero. You have 100 rupees. If you have no money, 100 rupees is big. But when 100 rupees, you have got a 100 crore, even bigger than that. So what liberation is, cementing the path of liberation is when nothing is there, something is there. That's why we are trying to understand the flavor of the liberation. What are the different flavors of liberation we understood, and move forward that bhakti is the ultimate one. Nirvana, the ultimate stage of release or liberation is a mercy can come again. So in the liberation stage also what happens is the misery again it will, because it's not a permanent solution for you. The liberation is a temporary one. Even that Bhagavad Gita says that Patala to the Brahmaloka, the you have that misery, all the planetary system also you have misery. Like Sargoloka, Indra's always disturbed. If somebody does any yagya, any tapasya, he alert, oh my seat will go. So this problem is in there in every planetary system. So the misery is there. So only there is no misery is Vaikuntha. There Kunta means no disturbance. Okay. Like permanently there is that. So we have to, devotee should anchor for that. Because Krishna is so merciful for a fallen soul that he comes and helps us. So because we are all his sons and daughters, Krishna. So he understands our condition. So that's why again and again he is giving choice for us. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita also he says that Nama Chintamani, because he gives the holy name. Krishna and the holy name no different. If we, by chanting the holy name, we will come out of this clutches of Maya and we can get the abode of the Krishna. So Kali Yuga, that is only choice we have got it. So our body is a material body, but our soul is eternal. So our body, that's why they say that we are here. The Acharya is saying that we are already dead in Kali Yuga means body is a temporary. There is nothing we can do about. So eternal is our soul. So the body is already dead. There is no point in you identifying yourself as a body on that. So all we have, Prabhupada is easily given simple steps is chanting the holy name, association with the devotees, taking the Krishna Prasad, discuss the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and the Dhamma Seva. So by doing these simple steps, okay, we can easily get the love of Godhead. Whereas in Satya Yuga, people has to do to get that result. Even Hiranyakashipu was meditating for 60,000 years. Okay, Ravana has also meditated for so many years. It is not that Yuga. It is not that easy to do the to get the love of God. But the same result you get it in by simply chanting the holy name of Lord. From the purpose, the kind of activity Krishna does it. So activities of Lord include liberation, but they are more releasable than the pleasure derived from the nirvana. So what he is talking about the activities of Krishna. Krishna is the enjoyer, simple. Okay. Then what Prabhupada says here, activities means Krishna to do the execute the works. He incarnates different forms and also he empowers people to do that. So so that the activities happen. But Krishna, what he does is he simply plays with gopis and gopas and his parents and enjoying it. That's all he does. So Krishna also consider like your when you say about that relationship with Krishna, there are, we have the five rasas: Santa, Dasya, Sakya, Madhurya, Vatsalya. So we have five rasas are there. So here also Krishna enjoys that rasa with people. Okay, the people who are reciprocate with him also, they will not think that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like Yashoda, when she that Damodar Leela happening, that time our Balram comes and tells, you know who I am? I am the Ananta Shesha. Okay. And also he will tell that, you know who is there, you are tied up, he is the Supreme Lord. Then she takes a stick and says that all people have to come and take birth in my house. If you talk more, I will also beat you, tie you. So Balram will run away. So here is that the Vatsalya Rasa also, the mother Yashoda will not feel Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Similarly, Sudama, Sridama and all, no? Their Sakya's friends, they also don't feel as a Krishna. So they will climb on Krishna, play with Krishna, they will feed Krishna, they will eat from Krishna. All entire playful things are happening, including Krishna will not feel that he is also Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he wants to enjoy the rasa of that. So that's what is there. Even the other day, one of the thing is also Prabhu was saying in the class, he was telling that only Narsimha Avadara he feels as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All other avatars he is enjoying it. So that's the difference of that Krishna, that he playful cow and boy, simple. So he want to enjoy the loving service of the Lord. So with this understanding, I just repeated. So nirvana, liberation, what we understood is liberation, and burden we understood that why burden is happening to the earth is not because of the weight, it is because of the sinful activities happening in that Kali Yuga. Similarly, in liberation, there are so many varieties of liberation available. But in spite of all kind of liberation, still the ultimate is the bhakti service of bhakti, where they will get that love of God, and it's a permanent solution to that. Hare Krishna. That is the Ganta Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. So any doubts, any clarity, any feedback?